What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode or another show with myself here, Top Cheddar. We are back with Profit X and our Profit X stream of the day. We will be live the next 2-3 days in a row. Definitely Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Will be a relatively quick stream today, as I do have a little bit of a time crunch, but still probably, excuse me, a good 20-30 minutes today on the show. Mostly baseball today. I don't think we're going to have much draft stuff. I tweeted out Anton Frundelgo number 2. Lines moved down a ton, and now they've kind of jumped back up. So I'm just going to sit and wait and see what happens on the NHL front. The NHL draft is incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Is incredibly volatile. I really, really, really think that between trades and everything going on, it's very difficult to kind of find winning bets. And like I said, something as stupid as, the rumors going on with James Higgins, with the Islanders trying to trade up for number 4, the odds have completely tanked on Higgins to go 4, stuff like that. It completely changes draft bets, right? If Higgins goes number 4, which I believe is kind of above where he should go, it kind of ruins everything in terms of mock draft. So I'm going to stick with the Frondels at 2. I hope San Jose kind of makes that pick. I think it's technically, I personally believe it's the wrong pick. I think Michael Misa should go number 2. I'm just going off what rumors are going. So we're going to go into baseball today. We got a couple batters that I want to talk about, a couple pitchers that I want to talk about. We do have my 10K challenge, which I posted last night. 3 pitchers on the docket, which I really like there. We do have the model. And actually, you know what? I'll kind of show you guys behind the scenes real quick. So my good buddy who's in the Discord, Libo, makes these sheets. It's a whole database that he made by himself. He has it completely built out right here, so you guys can see it. Effectively, with a click of a button, it'll pull in all this data, and there's literally just like, if you look at the bottom, there's like 32 data import sheets that kind of go into this to get data here. So don't want to break anything. Where the hell's the sheet? Did I break it already? No. So effectively, that's how I kind of went down into my overall picks. And that's how I kind of go into some pitcher stuff. A mix of that, plus I like to use Ballpark Pal. Going into K's, love Dylan Cease today. He's one of my favorites. Also really big fan of Ryan Pepio. If you can get him at that 6 line, potentially 7. Going a little bit further down, this doesn't love David Peterson. I really do. Only because of how much Pittsburgh struggles against left-handed pitching. Overall, really bad on the year. They've gone slightly better with the return of Nick Gonzalez. But depending on lineups, you got O'Neill Cruz in the lineup. He's a big K guy versus lefties. Brian Reynolds, big K guy versus lefties. Tommy Pham, relatively bad. Joey Bart, relatively bad. Brian Hayes, usually a big K guy. He's gotten better over the last couple games. But all in all, especially this top-wise, the top guys have been horrendous against lefties in the last 30. David Peterson, I don't think he's got huge K stuff, but I think at minus 145 for 5, I think that's nice value on him there. And I really, really like Dylan Cease today. I think the lineup that you're getting from the Cincinnati Reds lineup is very big K-wise. Austin Hayes is back in the lineup. Hold on, let me see if I can refresh this. If it'll pull it up. I know Austin Hayes is batting 4th. They've already put him in the lineup today. There he is, batting 4th. He's been relatively bad. You have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bad K spots or high K targets. Will Benson's been better this year than last year for Ks, but he's still typically a very big K guy. I think Dylan Cease is on pace to have a really, really big game today. He's in a really nice spot with, again, like I said, good K spots. He's been shaky for majority of the year, but I think it's 7.5. You're not loading either. 1 second. But I think, like I said, at the 7.5, I think he's a decent line for him. It's a team that's been striking out more. I think he's a really good K target when his stuff is on. I know he's been inconsistent at best this year, but I think the matchup's really good for him. So I'm going to back Dylan Cease on that one as well. So a couple guys there. I already tweeted about Ketel Marte, and really Ketel Marte just has 2 things, or so many things to go for him. One, when have you ever seen Ketel Marte at a minus 130 line for 2 hits, runs, and RBIs? He's got a 471 weighted on base with a 313 ISO against righties in general this year. 4 seams with Jerry Prezos almost 50% of the time. He is crushing it. 646 is one of the best in the MLB. He absolutely sees fastballs very well. Slider, slightly down. He's not as good against the slider. It's probably his worst pitch that he sees. It's about 20% of the pitch mix. Curveballs, backs to crushing them. Sinkers, crushed. Change-ups, crushed. So you're talking 80% or 79% of the pitch mix. Ketel Marte scores very, very well. He's better at home. He's hitting 68, I believe, percent of games at home, and he just crushes right-handed pitching, man. He's typically been a really good against the left-hand side, but overall, 61% hit rate, 67%. I think I have weighted out 68%, so that was a typo. Overall in the year at home, he's batting 343 against right-handed batting this year, or right-handed pitching, I'm sorry, this year. So go right back to Ketel Marte. I think he got held hitless last game. I struggle to believe that he gets held hitless 2 games in a row. It has not happened since the beginning of the year, where he had 3 games in a row where he was held hitless. I'll go right back to Ketel Marte today. I think he's in a nice spot. A couple other ones, because I didn't include him in my lotto, but just missed out. Seiya Suzuki's been absolutely cranking left-handed hitting. Again, I don't believe in hit rate charts much for stuff, but I do like to use this for these numbers. He's batting 308 versus left-handed pitching. If you look at the Chicago, I was going to say Blackhawks, the Chicago Cubs lineup, he's batting 461 weighted on base overall against lefties. Loves the cutter. I believe, if I remember correctly, change up 1-2, very, very nice sweeper. Doesn't see it much. He's only seen in 4 plate appearances. If you go current last season, not a great pitch for him. So 2 out of the 3, he absolutely cranks. Loves the cutter, loves the changeup to a very, very high degree. I think Seiya Suzuki's in a nice spot for today. I also want to fade Mick Abel. I think he's pretty rough. Ronald Acuna is his best spot right here, too. I mean, Ronald Acuna, 698 weighted on base against the 4-seam. We got a 457 weighted on base against the curveball. A 522 weighted on base against the hits, or against the sinker. I think it's a great spot for Ronald Acuna. He had a couple bad games at the end of the Mets series where he wasn't up to kind of his level of play. I don't think that's going to continue on. Again, I think he's one of the best hitters in baseball. Go right back to it here. Again, I think it's a good matchup for him. In my parlay of the day, I just bought him down to 2. I feel a lot safer taking him down at 2. He's one of the couple guys in MLB who I feel safe taking him at 3 if I needed to. But again, for a lotto, no problem going down 1. For him, he's still raking the ball, especially against right-handed pitching, man. He's batting 409 against righties this year. And I don't think Mick Abel's that good. I don't think he's really going to slow him down today. So a couple of those there. I'm trying to think. Oh, my God. Wait. Miles Wood and Charlie Coyle for a second, and Gavin Brindley. There's no chance Columbus agreed to that, right? Gavin Brindley, a second or third for Wood and Coyle. All right, Columbus, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you guys are cooking there, but I do not like the return for that trade at all. You took on a terrible Miles Wood contract. That is horrendous. I'm at a shock. I thought you would get Charlie Coyle for like a 3rd and a 5th, and it'd be whatever. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing there. I guess Miles Wood, they think he could be a top 6 or a bottom 6 depth guy, but I don't like that one bit. Happy Friday, Dougie. How you doing, man? I'm just kind of wrapping through some players today. Really like Logan Gilbert today based just on pitch mix. I know he hasn't been like elite this year, but again, looking through Logan Gilbert when this team, no one really grades that well against his pitch mix, at least on the Texas side. Josh Smith and Corey Seager definitely against righty sliders, which is good. This team's not very good against righty fastballs. I mean, Seager's the best of the bunch if you're going to bet on anyone. Then splitters, he throws it almost 21% of the time. No one on the team sees them well. I wouldn't find any batter that I feel like a ton of confidence here against Logan Gilbert today. Feels like a good matchup for him overall. I think he's going to overall have a relatively good game. Really, I think he'll have a good game today. So, anything else? I'm trying to think of any other pitchers. Oh, Ryan Pepio. I think he's in a nice spot today for K's. All in all, this lineup, especially with the addition of Gary Sanchez going in for Adley Rushman, has been huge for turning into K's. You're looking at this confirmed lineup: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gunner we can 6 or 7 high K targets in the lineup. Again, Sanchez for Adley's is the biggest one. You're taking a guy who doesn't strike out that much, instead getting a guy who strikes out a shit ton. Let me just pull this off here. I think that is pretty significant. And again, in hopes of not breaking anything, I could bring this back up. I had to fix it real quick. Ryan Pepio scores very, very well on the model. So where the hell is he? Give it a second. It's pulling everything in. 6 and 7, about the same. It's a nice spot for him. Again, the way you want to read these, one, there's no guarantee here. Again, I think everyone sees models and they see projections and they see, oh, well, the projection says you should get 7. So I'm going to, no, it doesn't guarantee you anything. However, it does give you a nice ability or a nice edge, I guess you want to say. Effectively, what it's saying is they think his line for 6 should be minus 270 and get it closer to minus 150. You get value based on this. And this is cooking basically everything in. We even have umpire data. So if you get umpire data on the stuff, it would affect it if you get like an umpire that strikes out or has a bigger zone than others. However, for most pitchers, you don't get umpire news in time. So we just kind of leave it at league average. Besides that, everything's in here, from the pitching, the pitcher's K percentage, the location that they're playing at, their last 5 in terms of like how much they're pitching, their overall workload. It's literally got everything kind of mixed in, as well as opponent data, right? Ryan Pepio, the last time he faced off against his team, I think he had 12, right? 11, 12. Got a lot of Ks. Why does it keep breaking? There it is. 11 Ks, 9 Ks the time before. He's typically pretty good against that lineup, and that lineup's been trending down for Ks. They've been pretty bad all year. So I think Pepio, Cease. I really like David Peterson, although some of the numbers aren't great on him. He's a little inconsistent at best. Typically does pretty good against the Pirates. And again, they're usually pretty bad against left-handed pitching. So again, another one that I like here on the spot. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else that just missed the spot for me in terms of pitching or batting? I can't think of any right now. Going on. Oh, Jackson Churio, like him a lot today against lefties. Again, another guy. Libo's not on Twitter, Dougie. He just posts in the Discord. He's Twitterless. He's just a buddy of mine who he likes data. He's kind of like a nerd, like all of us are, and he kind of posts those all the time. So again, he just recently gave me access to the sheet, and I've kind of been playing around with it. In case someone asked on YouTube, can I see Dylan Cease? Yeah. So it's already figured in lineups and stuff. He's dropped a lot. I think he was like 66% before the lineup. The lineup doesn't love it as much. Still, he thinks it should be a minus 173. I think he's about minus 135 for 7. So you have some value there, not as much. I guess it's more of a gut feel for me on Cease than this one. Really like him for 6. That's kind of where we started him, I believe, in the 10K play. I think 6 is a relatively good spot for him. Cool. Coming up on 15 minutes. I still have a couple more minutes to go. Maybe we could do. Dougie asked if we could do MLB pickle. Hold on, let me a second. Let's do one real quick to end. Pick one, yeah. I like this better. The first guess, they could just pick whoever they want for me. Or not. Okay, well, I'm going to go with Jonathan Aranda. Oh, nope. Wanted Jonathan Aranda, but that actually worked out better for me. Okay, so it could be. So it's a switch hitter in the AL Central who throws righty. Who are switch hitters in the AL Central? Let's go down the teams. Do the Twins have anyone that I could think of? Not really. I just watched them yesterday. I think it'd come to mind. Actually, I don't know enough about Ryan Jeffers. I don't know why I feel like Jeffers might be switched, but the Twins, I don't know enough about. The Central might be the worst division to give me because I don't know that many. Jose Ramirez, right? He's not American though. There's a switch hitter for you. Switch hitter, yeah, but he's not American, right? Like Jose Ramirez is from like I don't know exactly what country he's from, but we'll guess him just so we can get third base out of the way. Wait, oh, it's not an. Oh, never mind. I'm so stupid. I haven't done this enough. It's not an American. I don't know why I was so convinced it is. Let's do one more. Can I do another one somehow? See results. I can't do another one. Just one a day. Crap. Well, that sucks. I would have done another one if they let me. Yeah, Dougie, I haven't done this in a while, so I was just like sitting here like I knew J-Ram was a switch hitter, but I didn't know exactly that it wasn't an American. So stupid me. Regardless, guys, sorry for the quick stream today. I'll be much longer tomorrow. Like I said, I have a couple busy things going on today. I will be back tomorrow with a typical stream. I'll probably be early, 12 o'clock, my usual kind of time slot on Saturdays. Excited for it tomorrow. Big MLB slate. We're going to get into that. Hopefully we get some big trades tonight and some fun stuff to talk about in the stream tomorrow. If you guys are not already on ProfitX, use code Cheddar to sign up. Available in 42 plus states. If you're in one of those states that do not have sports books, it is the absolute best way to go. You're getting better lines than sportsbook states already do get. It's just the number one way to play, in my opinion. You use code Cheddar, get 200 profit cash back across your first month. And like I said, available almost everywhere. I posted it recently. I posted the kind of map where it is available. So go check it out there. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me, although relatively short today. We're going to get through this little lull in the boring part of gambling over the summer. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. Peace, guys.